Hi everyone, and welcome to Ctrl Alt Craft. Rose with you, and today we have another Sims 4 speed build. This video is so long. The recording itself, you'll notice down the bottom, is about 20 minutes long, which is maybe the longest I've done? I don't know, I'd have to check. But this build took me hours to do over several days. Because I've been finishing up at work this week, so I haven't had the chance to really sit down and record anything decent, so this is kind of all you've got for this week. But, I am on holidays, so hopefully we'll see some more videos. So this is my longest one in a while. I wanted to make a fancy penthouse with some new Get Famous stuff, which, to be honest, I don't know, like I'm not super impressed with the Get Famous stuff, I'll be honest. I think the stuff that comes in the expansion pack is pretty basic. I do feel that the focus was on like set pieces and stuff, making like a studio, which is fair enough. But when it comes to building houses and residential lots and stuff like that, there's not a lot in the pack. So there's not a lot of Get Famous stuff that will pop up in this build, but that was sort of my intention, was to make it for someone who's rich and famous anyway. So there you go. I had a bit of trouble with one video clip in this recording, because I record and then stop playing and go away and do things and come back. So this video is made up of several recordings over several days. And one of the video clips, it was so difficult. I just couldn't get it to work for the life of me. I use Hit Film Express, and it didn't recognize the file, but there was nothing different about that file to all the other files I recorded, so I don't know why I was having trouble. So anyway, I put it through a program called Handbrake. I don't know if you know of it. It's open source, it's free to download, and it works really well. All I did was chuck it through that, pretty much the same settings the recording itself was on, but just running it through that and saving it as a different file, HitFilm was able to recognize it and use it. So there you go. So you have the full recording of me building this house as opposed to me having to cut bits out. But maybe that would have worked better, because then I wouldn't I wouldn't have such a long video. Oh well. Anyway, what else have I got written down here? I have a very long list, but I'm a bit worried that I'm going to run out of things to say in 20 minutes. So we'll see how we go. I am off to a pottery studio today to paint some pottery. There's one in my local town, and I'm very excited to finally go. I remember, that was English. I remember when I was a kid, there used to be like a pottery cafe, and you could like go and have something to eat while painting a piece of pottery that you bought, and then they'd fire it and glaze it and whatever, and you could take it home. And I always thought that was really cool. And then it went out of business, it just closed down. I was really disappointed about that. But now there's a sort of similar one. There's no cafe portion to it, it's just a pottery studio where you can go and paint whatever pieces of pottery they have there, and you buy the pottery, you pay for the paints and the glazing, and you just sit there for a couple of hours and paint. So there you go. I'm really looking forward to it, actually. I was going to go to a LAN night tonight. I used to go to LAN nights all the time. They were my favorite thing at my previous church, but the bloke who runs the entire thing is my ex. So I'm not going, as you can imagine. So I'm really disappointed, actually, that I'm missing out on that today, which is why I'm treating myself to this pottery studio experience, because, I wanna go do something else that I love. And I was thinking, maybe I could invite someone to come with me or something like that, but if I'm honest, I'm actually kind of keen just to go on my own. Like, I quite like to take my time with my creative ventures, and people like to rush me. Other people who aren't creative and artsy and don't really get it tend to just be like, oh, hurry up, Bonnie, like, okay, get it, let's move on, Bonnie. And I'm like, no, but I want to sit here and for 5 hours and perfect this art. And other people are like, I'm done and I'm bored, let's go, you know? So I was thinking maybe I could invite a friend to come along with me, but I don't want to. I actually just want to go by myself for a morning and enjoy painting some pottery. So yeah, I will look forward to that. Anyway, I might be a bit nasally today. I'm not sure how I sound. I don't have a cold as such. I've got an ear infection and it's messing with my sinuses. So I'm not cold. I don't have a cold. I'm not contagious, but I just sound a bit funny. I have to keep sniffing, which is not great for a recording. Hopefully I'll try and edit some of those sniffs out. But yeah. So what are we at? We're about a third of the way through the video. No, not quite, but a third of the way through my list. So that's awkward. What else can I talk about? Maybe I should stop and actually talk some more about this build. So I've got an open plan kitchen there, which I don't know how practical that would be, but I thought if you're a famous person who's entertaining guests, you probably have some fancy open plan kitchen like that. So it's like an open plan kitchen, dining, and living room. I mean, there's like a divided wall in the middle, but it's still kind of open plan, you know? So I thought it helped break up the space a little bit, but still make it seem like a really huge house, which it is. I didn't know what to do with this wall, so I just chucked a few odds and ends in there and hoped that that would work. And I think it does. I hope it does. Yes, those mirrors in the back there that you can see, they are full-length mirrors, and the frames are just like a photo frame from like an artwork that I've stacked on top of each other. So that's how I get that mirror. That's not custom content or anything like that. That's one I created. Yeah, so now I've talked a bit about the build and I don't know where to go from there, so I'm gonna go back to my list. What else have I got? Oh, I've been knitting. I'm not a big knitter. I prefer crochet, but I love the look of a stockinette stitch. It's so pretty. So I had some leftover yarn, some like pure wool yarn, really nice yarn from another project. And I thought I would try and make a beautiful red woolen scarf. It's like a deep maroony burgundy red. It's really nice. And I'm having this problem. I have it all the time when I knit, that my projects curl. Like they curl at the ends and they curl in on the sides. And I've been trying to look at it online. Please help me if you know the answer, because no one can seem to agree on how to fix this. I read one chick who was like, you're supposed to use a bigger needle with like looser stitches, and that's not tight and gonna curl in on itself. I thought, oh, that makes sense. And so I've been doing that. I've been using like 8mm circular knitting needles with like yarn that's for like 4 to 6 ply, size 4 to 6mm needles. So I've been using a bigger hook and looser stitches, and it's still curling. I don't know how to fix this. I think I read somewhere that you can iron your projects with like a tea towel over the top kind of deal, but I don't know. I don't know how to fix this or stop it from happening. So if you know, please tell me in the comments, because I'm sick of this happening every time I want to knit. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have a nice burgundy red scarf for winter next year. That would be nice. We'll see how we go. So this room is like the YouTuber's room kind of dealio. So this corner I tried to make look more like a funky backdrop for the recording camera. That's what I'm doing. Oh, that's what I put. So later on I come back because for some reason the table deleted itself and I couldn't remember what I put in the corner, so I ended up putting something else. But it was that plant with the red flowers on it is what I had there. Damn, that looked good too. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, actually I love the stockinette stitch so much that one day I would love to learn how to knit a jumper in it. I think that would be really cool. So I'll have to learn how to do that at some point. Alright, how are we going? We're about halfway through the video and we're about halfway through my list. So I'm doing pretty well, and my screen just went black because it's gone 10 minutes. There we go. Okay. What else? Oh, tonight I'm going out. Well, I'm not going out with my friends. I'm going to my friend's house. And we're having drinks to celebrate the fact that she has finished university. So she's been studying to be a nurse, and she has graduated. She's finished her placement, and she's now a registered nurse. So we're going over to her house. We're gonna have a few drinks. We're gonna play some Super Smash Brothers, and just have an all-round really good time. So I'm really looking forward to it, actually. I was gonna bring some Baileys, and so I went to the Bottle-O yesterday to pick up a bottle of Baileys, and in the spirits section, just one level down from the Baileys, was a bottle of Frangelico. Is that how you pronounce it? Frangelico? I think so. And it's like a hazelnut liqueur. It's really nice and really expensive, which is why I never get it. I was gifted one once by my uncle for my 18th birthday, and that's it. That's the only time I've had one. And I looked down and there was a little cheeky sale tag on it that said $30. And I was like, what? Because it's normally like 50 or something. So I was like, well, screw the Baileys idea. I'm getting a bottle of Frangelico. It's really nice with lime cordial, not like the cheap coddies or like not cheap lime cordial. I'm talking like the fancy stuff, like Bricknells or something. You get like a fancy lime cordial, and soda water, and you pour it over ice, and it's just really, really, really nice. So I'm really looking forward to having some, since I haven't had some since I was like 18, and now I'm in my early 20s, so it's been a while. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And you know, I would like to know in the comments below, what's your favorite cocktail? Now, I really like this Frangelico lime cordial thing, but my favorite cocktail is a Midori Splice. I really, really like a Midori Splice. And you know what? I even like it with a little bit of lemonade. It's really nice. So, you know, I mean, I always ask things in these videos like, what's your favorite one of these? Or what's your favorite one of those? Oh, the video's just stopped. I should have edited that out. I went to the toilet while I was building. That's why it's paused for like ages. Awkward. Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Cocktails. Yes, so, you know, I say these things, I ask questions, and you never comment, and I'm always like, oh, rip. But, like, I'm genuinely interested to know. So, when I ask a question, feel free to comment. If you're thinking like, oh, maybe she won't really care. No, I do. Let me know. If you want to tell me, I'd love to hear. So yeah, let me know what your favorite cocktail is. I'd love to hear it. Oh, I wanted to make that shelf suspended, and so I used one of those poles that go with the light pole that like matches with it, and it's a shorter one, and I just raised it up. So now it looks like a suspended shelf, which looks pretty cool. Anyway, I am now on holidays, and I'm gonna have all the time in the world over the next 3 weeks, so get keen. I'm gonna make more videos, which is pretty exciting. I've got Moonlighter coming for Christmas. I don't know if you know about that game. Moonlighter is a video game about a shopkeeper in like a medieval fantasy RPG where he's not the hero, but he runs a shop where the usual protagonist of RPGs would come and buy things from his shop. And it sort of explores the idea of, well, where do these shopkeepers get all this equipment? Well, they have to go exploring the dungeons and getting the equipment to bring it back to their shop to sell it, is kind of like the idea of the game, which is really cool. I'm actually really excited to get into it. So I found a copy for PlayStation when I was in the shops the other day, and Mum was like, I'm looking for an extra little present to put with your present, so if you find anything, and I found that, and I was like, yes! So that's coming for Christmas, and I'll probably record some of that for you to check it out. Oh, and also my friend Nicole, her boyfriend suggested a puzzle game I might like, so I'll have to get around to purchasing it and playing it, because it's just Christmas time, and so much money is being spent on so many other people. So probably after Christmas sometime, I'll have to get around to purchasing it and giving it a go. I'm keen to do it, I just, don't have the money or the time. Well, now I have the time, but I don't have the money. So yeah, that'll be cool. And you might be wondering why there are no Smash Brothers recordings, because I've been getting hyped for Smash. It came out like a week ago and there's still no recordings of it. But you kind of need a friend to play it with. Like, recording me playing Smash wouldn't be that interesting. I would be silent most of the time because I'd just be intensely focusing. Whereas when you're playing with a friend, you muck around, you talk and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like, I don't think it'd be interesting to watch just me playing it. You definitely want to watch me playing it with a friend. So yeah, you haven't seen much. I might record it with Nicole with our noob series. That reminds me, today's Friday. I didn't organize with Nicole. I am going out tonight for drinks, but she could probably still come around for dinner. I might have to talk to her. Anyway, we probably won't record tonight, regardless of whether or not she comes around. But yes, I think over this busy period, we just probably won't get much of a chance to continue our Gaming for Noob series. But hopefully we'll do one more maybe between now and the end of the year. And then we'll try and get back into it again next year. Because I do love it. I do love gaming with Nicole. It's so much fun. You know, and she's not much of a gamer. But like, I love her and she's a good friend of mine, and I like that even though she may not necessarily love video games, she's still quite happy to sit down and play with me and muck around and have some fun. So yeah, it's a nice little bonding exercise for the two of us, I guess. So yeah. Oh, I'll have to text her after this and organise that. And Nicole will be listening to this later. Sorry, Nicole. Oh well. What else have I got on my list? Oh, we're nearly at the end too. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, my list has gone well. What else have I got? I did play Smash online with a mate of mine the other night. So setting up an online game between you and your friends is actually really difficult. It's not as simple as like, I want to play with my friends, select that option. You have to like create your own arena server thing and then like invite them, and then there's like codes and things. And then when you get in, it can actually be a bit laggy, and it's definitely not my internet or his internet. Because we both got really good internet. It was literally just the servers are just laggy sometimes. We didn't find that it affected our gameplay too much, so we weren't perturbed by it, but yeah, something Nintendo clearly needs to work on. Anyway, we are just about at the end. I'm just gonna try and stall because I've realized I've stopped talking and there's still 30 seconds till the screenshots. There are heaps of screenshots. There's about a minute and a half worth of screenshots because it's such a photogenic build. I was like, oh, I just want to like take a photo of this angle and a photo of that angle. But that's what I was going for, a photogenic build. Here, I put candles instead of that flower because I couldn't remember what I was doing. Stupid build. Anyway, so we're about to enter screenshots of the build. You can download this on the gallery. A link will be in the description box below. You can check it out. So yeah, feel free to use it and hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter handle is down below. If you use this build, you know, take some screenshots of your Sims enjoying it and tweet me. I would love to see it. So let me know. And while I'm talking for another minute-ish, what Switch ports do you want? Like ports of Nintendo video games from other bygone Nintendo consoles to Switch. I want Super Mario Sunshine on Switch. That's what I want. I want to play it on Switch and I'd be really keen to make it happen. So let me know if there's any classic Nintendo games that you would love to see ported to Switch, because I'd love to hear about it. I reckon they will eventually, is my hope, but it could be a while. Oh well. And how are we going? We nearly at the end. I can't see because the little line's still going. Nah, it ticks over. Okay, so I've still got about 30 seconds. Man, I've done so well to talk for like 20 minutes. This is so hard. And I've literally done my entire list and now I am out of things to talk about. So I'm just going to talk about the fact that I have no things to talk about for the next 30 seconds to try and get myself to the end of this video. That's the recording studio shot there. That's what the camera would probably see if you were recording. That's the bedroom. I'm just literally describing what I'm seeing on screen right now because I have nothing else to say. Oh, and I really like the bathroom. I love overgrown plants in a bathroom. It's one of my favorite things. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye!